Ladies and gentlemen, Eclipse Rebirth is bringing us every single Call of Duty Zombies world record from World at War to Black Ops Cold War. So ladies and gentlemen,
Treyarch has released over 50 different Zombies maps, and in this video I'm going to be sharing with all of you guys the world record on each and every single Zombies map we've ever seen. Now, starting us out with the classic Nocturne Toten, Krups holds the current world record at around 5,262. This is the second highest round to ever be.
So you know what's unbelievable at this? This one has already been beaten. Krups has now hit the official reset timer on Nocturne Toten of 155 hours on round 8,817, which is absolutely insane because people didn't even know what the reset timer was on World at War for the longest time on Nocturne Toten, and so it is just crazy to see that literally after almost 15 years pretty much, somebody has finally beaten Nocturne Toten fully, which is just
achieving zombies right behind Shi No Numa. Moving on to the fun yet exceptionally challenging.
And Krups also has a bunch of these WRs across all of World at War. I'm not sure if he holds all of the other ones like Varuk, Shi No Numa, and Darius still, but I'm pretty sure he does.
Map Varuk, where Krups once again holds the world record at around 3,300.
I think Krups still holds
65, which is almost double the second best run on the map. Shi No Numa on World at War was the first ever Zombies map to be.
And Krups also recently just hit this one in the last 2 years as well. 11,482. I actually got to round 1,000, so I'm not like insane, but I can give you a just idea of how you do it on this map. It's literally just PPSH, Juggernog, Speed Cola, and Wonderwaff, and that's it. It's so
known
easy.
for revolutionizing high rounding, and it is the only map that around 10,000 plus has been achievable. Krups, of course, holds.
Also, I think the time for 11,000 is like 135 or 155 hours. It's like Nocturne.
This world record again with the current world record of around 11,482. You guessed it, Krups once again comes back under Reese, holding the current world record at around 170. This is considerably higher than his previous best.
Yes, his previous best, I remember watching live a couple years back, and it was 156. This map specifically has been pushed dramatically, and so Krups is the World at War king. I always say it, people don't listen.
Also, the reason that the Darius world record is so much lower is because it was the first map to have more than 24 zombies spawn per round, unlike.
And they did this because they added PAP on this map.
The previous 3 maps. Starting us off with Black Ops 1, Slayer holds the current world record on Kino der Toten at around 240. This game took him a total of 76 hours, which seems insane to play zombies for that long. Now, 5 is considered one of the most difficult maps.
Yes, and Jermaine, we just saw his 5 round 50 speed run. This was absolutely mad. And seeing a 241 on 5, even higher than Kino, is literally unheard of, but it's because this area hoarding with the traps with the crossbow,
especially on Black Ops 1, where Jermaine Cubis has pushed the current world record to around 241. This is an insane 12 rounds past the previous world record, and it's also 1 round above Kino, which is so confusing considering how much harder it is. Ascension has been known for being one of the easier maps, but that doesn't make the record any less impressive. Burt can
it's hard because you have to cycle out the Thunder Gun at certain mystery box locations on this map, and it's not easy. This is a tight map.
Because the current world record on the map being held at around 244. Call of the Dead has no infinite damage wonder weapons or traps.
So what's unbelievable though about this is that Umesco's record was beaten literally just like last month, and I think now the official world record is round 94 on Call of the Dead, which is insane. Or it's 93. It's 93 or 94, but unfortunately round 100 solo is literally statistically impossible because the reset timer on Call of the Dead is round 80. So you will only ever see potentially, I think I heard, the most perfect run on Call of the Dead solo could be around 95 or 96.
Which makes it the only Black Ops 1 map to have a world record set below round 100. Umesco is the current world record holder.
And it will never be over round 100, ever. Unless people find out some sort of glitch on this map that we don't know.
His game went to round 92. A little bit less known of a high rounder named HGM Rick has set the Shangri-La world record at an astounding 208 rounds. Moon is a little bit longer of a standing record, being held at round 222 once again.
This map you can do faster than Shang because you can literally just get all the zombies to spawn through one window. Honestly, I wouldn't I wouldn't high
again
round
by
this map.
Furkin
It's
Walk.
so
This game
great.
has been set as the world record for the
couldn't do
past
it.
2 years, which is kind of
Wow.
insane. Nocturne
Fur
Totem
is a
Black Ops
legend.
1 has a dual world record set at 148
Yeah.
by both Slayer and Furkin Walk. Black Ops
Yes,
1's
and
version
it's
of
still 148 as well, which is madness. Furkin Walk is still holding the Noct world record.
Verrucht is a truly impressive world record held by Nestor at round 208. Personally, I
Wow.
can't even make it past round 25 on this
Okay, by the way, this map has the Winter's Howl. So he's only using traps because the wonder weapons on this are terrible compared to BO3.
map, so it always blows my mind that someone has achieved a round above 200. Another
Yeah.
insane world record is Black Ops 1 Shinonuma, where Tails Can Fly holds the current record at round 206. Unfortunately, I couldn't find
Traps are different, man. I'm telling you, traps, you can always push these world records infinitely as long as your game doesn't error.
any gameplay for this game, so I'm showing some gameplay of the
80
previous world record holder,
hours.
which was year
Wow.
adopted on his round 202
Wow.
game. Slayer comes back onto the list for another world record in Darice, where he made it to round 250, which is pretty insane. I
mean, yeah, Sluya, from what I'm seeing, this man is an absolute BO1 legend. Same thing with Furkin Walk. These guys truly are the kings of Black Ops 1. I've seen Krups also on BO1, but Krups is definitely more of a World at War guy. I
believe that this is the highest round on Black Ops 1, if I remember correctly. Black
is
Ops 2
mad.
starts us off with Destroyer's round 178 on Transit. This was truly an outstanding round as he made it.
See, the thing is, the reason why this is crazy is because the jet gun stops working apparently at round 136. And so for the last 42 rounds, the only way he was able to take out the zombies was by using the front grate on the bus. That, to me, Destroyer, this is madly impressive because my highest round is close to 100, and I know how freaking difficult this map is, so...
13 rounds
Fog
further
on.
than the previous world record. Now, for the
Wow.
survival maps, Bus Depot is notably the hardest map on all of Black Ops
Yeah.
2, featuring nothing but a ray gun and ray gun Mark II for high rounds. Somehow, even with all the map's limitations, Blaster managed to achieve round 91 on the map.
You can push a 100 on this map. However, you have to use a fast ray gun glitch, which is considered illegitimate by world record sites. So I'm pretty sure somebody has hit round 100 on this map.
Which is
And town and farm.
freaking insane. Now, Town is a little bit more of a
Chris
popular
Voltage.
map.
Yeah, so Chris Voltage, I believe, did the fast ray gun glitch. I don't know if he went back on Bus Depot and Farm to do it, but also you can do it on Nuketown and push the 100. But it takes like 150 hours of cycling the ray gun, so no thank you.
Chris Voltage set the world record at the map's first ever round 100. Now, this round is also really insane considering it only has a ray gun and ray gun Mark II, so there's no infinite damage wonder weapon or
Wow,
trap on
that's
this
a
map. Chris
sad
Voltage
down.
also returned in order to pick up the farm
Farm
world record at round 96.
96.
Now, Fixu picks
Wow.
up the fourth and final Black Ops 2 survival map world record, which is round 96.
Again, I believe all these records have been pushed to 100 with the fast ray gun glitch. I just don't know.
Blasters from before, he also pushed the Die Rise world record ahead by an astounding 40 rounds, all the way.
Yeah, this was crazy because people realize how goated the trample steam was. We want to bring this back in Die Rise Remastered, make it like the best way, as well as keeping the Slick of Fire viable. I
Around
think.
201. The previous world record was set 40 rounds below this. Now,
Wow.
it's no secret that Mob of the Dead has one of the most boring high round strategies we have ever seen, but somehow Nestor was able to push through and survive 234 rounds of this. Buried yet again returns with the dual.
Yeah, you will not see 255s on BO2 because this game errors fast. That's the problem. BO3 was the first game to literally let you hit 255s. Like, there's no 255 that will come close on BO2.
World records by Wonderful and Thysa at round 233. Although
I think this has now been pushed to 236 plus. And again, I think if we ever see a 255, it'll be on Buried and it'll be using the Trample Steam, which is madness considering that the dubstep machine, the subsurface resonator, stops after round 100 something. Maybe 200 something. I can't remember.
Area is known for being a super easy zombies map. The high round strategy for the map isn't so easy, so this record is
the
once
high round
again
strat
super
is
impressive. Now,
difficult.
bringing us into the fan favorite zombies map.
And Origins is only 153 on BO2, which is madness. It's because this ice staff starts capping out fast. And again, it's like Transit. Once the wonder weapon goes, once the jet gun goes, once the ice staff goes, you're using the tank. You're using the bus to take out the zombies. That's it. So honestly, a 153 on Origins.
Map of Origins.
mad
This map has a
impressive.
recently set world record of of round 153 by 3-0 Marco. Now, I think that this record is nearly impossible to beat with the current high round strategy because it's been long standing for a while now. Now, before we get into Black Ops 3, you guys got to know that it is a little different because Black Ops 3 caps the round at round 255. Now, due to this round cap, I'm going to be looking at the top round 255 game just to keep it fair, but I'll mention all.
So you can progress past 255 on BO3, but the problem is that you'll go up a round and it'll just say 255, and so people can count the rounds after. But the thing is most people just don't care because the number doesn't switch.
All the others as well. Now, Shadows of Evil has a total of 10 players that have made it to the max round of 255, with the number one being Gamersend. Now, the Giant steps this up.
A lot of these people I've also seen in my chat, like KXG, bro.
14 different players that have achieved around 255, with the fastest attempt being Woodside. On Drazendrak, there have been over 10 different games that have made it to around 255, with the most notable of these being Ashi. Unlike previous maps, Zetsubo surprisingly only has 3 different game attempts that have made it to around 250.
It's because, honestly, you need to be using the skull perfectly to take out the Thrashers. I was going to say, Drazendrak and Shadows are very easy. I think DE also has a 255 with no Jug, which is the only 255 without Juggernog ever, and it's because the DG4s are absolutely busted. But the thing is, I'm not surprised that KXG is the only Zetsubo 255, because this map is all particulate on using the skull perfectly. So
among these 3 different attempts, though, KXG's has to be on the front of them. Now, Gorod Krovi is more challenging and a little bit different from the rest of Black Ops.
Yes, and then when KXG at the 255 was back in 2022, that was absolutely surreal. This was the first 255 on GK. This was the last 255 remaining on BO3, next to Nocturne and Totem, but
3 maps because it's the hardest map on the game. Now, unlike the rest of the maps, it only has one person to have ever reached round 255, being KXG124. Now, Revelations, which is
the amount of like persistence he did to push that 255 is seriously impressive, because that is also without like OP stuff like round robin.
Considerably easy, and everyone knows it's the easiest map on Black Ops 4. Has an astounding 34 different games that have made it to around 255.
I might be the 35th, man. I've been thinking of doing a Rev 255. This one's the easiest. It's just spam Thundergun, spam Apothecary.
Among them being a well-known player that goes by the name of Crash My Bandicoot. Now, in order to save a little bit of time in this video, I've decided to skip over all the Chronicles maps, but just know that they all have around 255. Kicking us off with Black Ops 4.
I mean, that's totally fine. Yeah, they're all the same. And also, 9, it's interesting because I actually feel like there's some maps that are pushed like above 300 or 400. And this is where in BO4 and Cold War, you see records that are just ridiculous, especially in Cold War. You're gonna start seeing like round 1,000 again back in World of War.
Map 9 has a world record of around 222, which was achieved by Daybreak. This same player,
it's a little low, 222 on 9. Like, you can't really do too much damage once the Helion goes, and then this map as well, 329 is insane considering the Kraken is
here also sweeps away the greatly disliked map of Voyage of Despair with a world record of around 329. Into Scott took over on Blood of the Dead, though, being able to
393 honestly is madness to me, because literally this is just trap. The trap in Blood of the Dead acts like a monkey bomb as well.
Achieve an incredible round 393. Black Ops 4's remastered version of 5, being classified, has a world record set at around 255.
It's sad that half the people have never even done this Easter egg because it's round 150. So stupid. They should have made it 100.
Also by the player Ashi. Into Scott holds the highest round on Dead of the Night by achieving around 420.
That's because the Wonder Weapon on Dead of the Night is madness. The Alistair's Annihilator is incredible. Plus, there's so many ways to just have incredible weaponry for this map,
which was quite nice. This is also the highest world record to have ever been achieved on the different Black Ops 4 zombie maps. BO4's all-time best.
You can buy ammo in Dead of the Night. In Ancient Evil, 400 is really impressive.
Map known as Ancient Evil has a perfectly even record at 400 rounds achieved by Kill Will. KXG has decided to return yet again for another Black Ops 4 record, achieving around 257 on Alpha Omega. Now, Tector Toten was the final map released in the Ether storyline, and it boasts around 410 record held by Mr. JZM. This brings us in.
The reason why TOG is so easy is because literally you just camp this one window at the power, and they all spawn here for some reason.
Storyline, and it boasts around 410 record held by Mr. JZM. This brings us into Cold War Zombies, which once again suffers from the same issue as Black Ops 3 of having around 935 cap. So I will have to
so it has a 935 cap. However, people have pushed that, and you're gonna see like D Machine's record is over 1,000.
Format the same way that I showed off Black Ops 3. Now, jumping us into Cold War, D Machine hosts 8 different matches that have ever achieved around 935, with the most notable being Pikachu's run. Firebase Z, on the other hand, only
Wow. So you can push these. I know people have gone past this. I just don't know what exact rounds because I'm pretty sure on D Machine I've seen like a 1,000 plus.
Almost a total of 6 games that I've ever made.
Not on the round counter, but it does the same thing like in BO3. You go up a round after 9 through 5, you stay on 9 through 5.
It's their max round, with the quickest of those being Beta Pack-a-Punch's game. Now, Mauer der Toten boasts the most amount of round 9 through 5 attempts in the game, with a total of 15. Amongst these is once again Better Pack-a-Punch's.
I'm not surprised. Mauer is honestly probably my favorite map on Cold War next to D Machine. Firebase Z and Forsaken, I play very little.
Outbreak is a little different. There is no round cap, so on this...
Yeah, Insomnia Virus is mad. I've seen somebody speedrun round 1 to 1,000 on Outbreak Cold War. You're not even taking out the zombies half the time, bro. You're just running around with the electric die, running super fast, and basically stalling the zombies and the bosses to complete the objectives and move on to the next area. It's honestly, it's just not zombies. It isn't.
Somebody has been able to achieve round 2,159. Now, last but not least is Forsaken, which holds a total of 3 different round 935s. Amongst these, though, was my father Insomnia Virus's run. Now, make sure you guys check out this video, which...
That is absolutely madness.
There's a video of me ranking the best...
Check out Eclipse Rebirth. This was an incredible video. Let me know if you guys want me to do another video talking about the MW3 World Records and Vanguard, and I'll see y'all in that next one, baby.